folks, Mrs. Science here. So today we're going to show you how to design your dragster using Autodesk Inventor. So I'm under the assumption that you've been able to do a little bit of research on different dragster designs. Perhaps you Google searched just CO2 dragsters. This is a project many middle school students complete. You could also visit my webpage. So if you go to the STEM webpage, under CAD and 3D printing, there's a whole link for research designs. You might also want to check out the rubric to make sure you're meeting all the constraints. Basically, you're going to have a block of wood that you put a CO2 cartridge in. You're going to design a very fast dragster. Your goal is to have the fastest, best speed possible. So to start off in Autodesk Inventor, you're going to start a new drawing, a standard.ipt. We first need to draw the dragster blank. In order to do that, you're going to draw the piece of wood that you're going to get. Everybody starts off with the same shape. So the piece of wood that you're going to draw looks like a door wedge, essentially. Looks like that. So using your line tool, if you can create this shape, have everything connected, so all points are connected. Then you're going to dimension this. You are going to get a specific sized blank piece of wood. The bottom part, so you're going to click Dimension and click on that line needs to be 10 inches long. So when you type 10, hit Enter, it will go off of your screen. You can either use your mouse to zoom out, or if you hit the front button, that'll zoom you right in. The back of your dragster, you're going to click on that, bring it on over. It's going to be 2.375, or 2 3/8. The front of your dragster is a 1/2 inch. So I'll bring that out, 0.5. That is all the dimensions you need for the block of wood. So you can then finish your sketch, and we're going to create an object. So we're going to use the extrude feature. It automatically chooses this. If not, you may have to click it. If you want to look at it from an isometric view, your block of wood is 1.75 inches thick. There you go. The back of your dragster is going to have a hole. This is where your CO2 cartridge is going to go. So you need to accommodate for that. So please choose Create a 2D Sketch and click on that back view. You're going to need to draw a hole right in the center. So the easy way to do that is to use your line tool and create an X that goes from corner to corner. You can then create a circle using the center point of that X and make it large enough so now I can hit the Escape button to get out of that command. I can highlight my X and hit Delete. I'm then going to dimension that circle by hitting Dimension, clicking on the circle, and making that circle 3/4 of an inch, or 0.75. It's now the correct size and in the correct location. So now I can hit Finish Sketch, and I have the option of making that into a shape. When I hit Extrude, I can't click OK because I'm not selecting the circle yet. Please don't pick the outside, you want to pick just the circle. Instead of adding it onto your car, you're going to cut it into your car. So you need to choose the center option here, Cut. It's going to go into your car 2 inches. So now you have a car, block of wood, with the hole drilled in it. The other thing that you need to have in your car are wheels. So we need to have axle holes drilled on this side of your car. So again, if you want to sketch on that surface, and you're going to use the point tool. You can click anywhere to begin with, and then when you click on Dimension, your wheels need to touch the ground. So click where your axle is going to be, click on the bottom part of the dragster, and bring it over. This needs to be 0.375. If it is not 0.375, your wheels will not touch the ground, and your dragster will not go anywhere. So please clicking on the axle and the bottom of the car, bringing it out and making it 0.375. To start off with, if you could please also dimension from the back to the back wheel and make that 3 inches. You could also dimension the front to the front of the car and make that 3 inches. Now that I have my points dimensioned, I'm going to finish my sketch, and I'm going to use the hole option. It should automatically pick your points. You want the distance to go through the whole dragster at 1/4 inch. So you can leave the 0.25, but terminate it, have it go through the whole thing. You now have your dragster blank. If you could please change the material to a clear material. This will help you later in designing your dragster. You're not going to want to cut into the CO2 hole. You're not going to want to have an area that's too thin so your dragster snaps. Please save this by going to iPro, Save As. I'm going to save it as Dragster Blank. I'm also going to save it as Dragster Design 1. In case I go through my Dragster Design 1 and I don't like it, I don't want to have to redo that whole thing again. So now I actually have 2 of these saved to my Z drive. Please save and continue on to the next portion. We'll be actually creating and designing your design for your dragster.